Hey folks, what's going on? So what I want to talk about today is a very simple video, but I want you to start using some imagination and creativity. As much as you work on your mechanics, you need to also work on your imagination and your creativity. Do me a favor, folks, smash that daggone like button, even if you don't like it. Smash that subscribe button because it helps. It truly does. But no, only hit the like button if you like the videos. Subscribe regardless if you like it or not, because it does help us. And as you can see, we're in an indoor facility. We're doing outdoor work. We're doing golf course work. We're doing a lot of things, and that's only because of people like you that has helped us get to this level by sending. I got clients and fans and subscribers that send me $5, $10, $15, $20, and it makes a huge difference. It allows us to go out and get these simulators. It allows us to get into an indoor facility. It allows us to give us better content and everything, and that's thanks to you. It really is. It's thanks to you. So if you ever want to help us out, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm on all the platforms. 504-930-6190. I'm on all the paid platforms, and it truly helps us out. So what I got a target set out there at 155 yards, right? But I want to think about and talk about what's going on in the golf industry. I love data and I love technology. You know I do, but I also love golf, playing golf versus golf swing. So I want you to tap into your imagination and your creativity. What has happened, the old paradigm came around, and it has even been reinforced with technology and data, that whenever something is wrong in your swing, we have to figure out what it is. The grip was wrong, the stance was wrong, the elbow wasn't in the right place, the backswing didn't finish, the shoulders didn't do this, we didn't start the swing right, the sequential motion was off, and then you got all these cabal of different golf teachers that everybody is pushing their very own agenda. Everybody is. So, and what happens, which is very, very sad, is that by pushing their own agenda, they feel they have to belittle or downgrade somebody else's agenda. And that's the sad thing about it. What I say is this: if you can have success and you can carve out a piece of this pie, then so be it. Because think about it, it is a multi-billion-dollar pie. So there's enough for everybody to really help people. And reach me to teach me. So if what you're saying is helping that person, I'm all for it. I really am. I'm all for it. If somebody else is saying something I may not agree with it, I can have an honest, open debate with that person. But most of the time, that person feels you're attacking them. And what you're doing, you're really not attacking them. What you're doing, you're trying to get more empirical evidence on what they're trying to talk about. So maybe you could understand it. Maybe you could say, hey, this will work for 5 of my students. You know, I got a student that's not really connecting to what I'm trying to show them, but maybe what you're showing them will connect to them. Let me send this student over to you. That's what a humble coach will do. A humble coach does not have a problem letting a student go and going to somebody else, because at the end of the day, we want you to improve, right? So to get back to our topic of the day, I want you to start thinking about imagination and creativity, right? Again, the old paradigm says every time I miss a swing, something has to be wrong with my swing. Let me tell you, players on the LPGA, PGA, Asian Tour, Latin American Tour, they're not thinking like that, not the ones that are being successful. They throw that out as an outlier. They throw it out because they've already put the work in. So guess what they're thinking about? Their paradigm is totally different. Their paradigm is where I want to start my ball so it can get on my target by any means necessary. That's the paradigm that we have to get into. The mind is so powerful. Let's start tapping into the mind. We've done a lot of work mechanically. Now let's let go of it, right? And let's get out of our own way and let's think about How do I want to get my ball to my target? Let's be as creative with a bunch of imagination as possible. Think about the guys that you just love watching. They get the ball going toward the target and away from the target, but it always finds a way to get on that green, doesn't it? You know, you play with those people, you be like, wow, that swing looked different, but the ball was on the green. You like, wow. He didn't have an Adam Scott swing, right? He didn't have a Little Coy swing, right? They don't have that swing, but guess what? They're constantly on the green and around the green. That's the player you have to always be careful of. That player that has one goal in mind. Let me get this ball in the hole with whatever shot shape it takes. If I need to bring the ball in low, high, if I need to curve it around a tree, if I need to skip it onto the green, that's the player you have to always be careful of, but that's also the player that you can become. Okay, so we're gonna hop into, I had to change some data because I remember the clubs that I have today. I have my PXG 0311Ps. These have the CBS, KBS money taper shafts in them, and my PXG blades have the 95 gram shaft in them, and there's a difference of 7 to 11 yards per club. Really, it really is. But once you start hitting the money taper shaft, you'll be able to start amping it up a little bit further. But like, I haven't had them in the bag in a while, so I had to go in there and change the distance on this, because I know with this club, this 8 iron is not going to get out there to 160. This 8 iron is going to get out there from 145 to 154. So here we go. Our goal is to hit 6 greens. We want to hit 6 targets by any means necessary, right? There we go. That's one. That's the goal. The goal is today is just to get on the green by any means necessary. Whatever shot you hitting that day, focus on getting on the green. And that was up there too. Yeah, I think, like I said, I love these money taper shafts, but you need to have them in the bag for a few weeks before your distance start coming back, because you really have to start, you know, they are tip stiff, and they're built for the person that's really coming through the strike zone, really coming through the strike zone. That's why they are a love it or hate it shaft. When you hit it like that, you absolutely love it. I mean, you do. When you hit it like that, but it takes a while. So know your equipment, folks. Know your equipment. If you just now upgraded shafts, either going heavier or lighter, give yourself that learning curve to get into it, because it is going to take a different type of swing to get that shaft to load and unload. So if you've been unloading a shaft that doesn't have a tip stiff structure to it, it's going to feel a little bit harsh to you, but the benefit is going to be like that tight dispersion that you see. So that's why you see guys out there that play these type of shafts. You know what I'm saying? Phil Mickelson, he absolutely loves KBS. You know why? Because he can work the ball and it gives him that very, very consistent shot. No odd shots. That's the one thing I can say about the KBS money taper and the C tapers. There are no odd shots. You know exactly what you're getting, and you're going to get out of the shaft what you put into the swing. Again, what's our goal today? 6 greens. I mean, I fell in love with C taper because of this. Every one of those balls is coming right out the same window. 1 yard offline, 2 yards offline, 3 yards offline. You can't beat that, right? Here we go again. What's our goal? 6 greens. I hate that, because that was, when that ball comes right back to you, you know that was money. I'll give you a little tip. No downswing thoughts. Come on now. I can't hit it no better. They asking me to hit another shot that good. There we go. And the other two was just they were just like that. Wow. Okay, we're getting close, folks. 0 yards offline. That's what we're looking at, right? That's why that KBS money taper shaft is the bomb. You know exactly what you're getting, but you also only getting out of the shaft what you can put into the shaft. That's why it's not a popular shaft for people who don't generate a lot of club head speed from what I used to call the kill zone, but now I just call it hip to hip, because you know we got to change, we got to be politically correct. So it's no longer the kill zone, I just call that hip to hip. All right, okay, no downswing thoughts, right? No downswing thoughts. Same window again. Exact same window again. 5 yards offline. That's what they didn't pick up on 2 of the balls, right? So that would be what, 7 shots in a row that's been at that same window. All right, last ball, I think. That'll be the goal. That's our goal today. I change balls. Same exact window again. All right, we got 6 out of 6, and what was the goal? To, by any means necessary, to get that ball up on the green. That was the goal. I want you to challenge yourself like this on the driving range, or if you go to a par 3 course, an executive course, and I highly recommend you go to executive courses if they're in your area, and have your goal for that day. Do your scorecard a little bit different. On your scorecard, just put yes and no. And every time you hit a green, give yourself a point. Every time you don't hit a green, don't give yourself nothing. And set your goal. Say my goal is, if it's a par, if it only has 9 holes, say your goal is 6 points that day. Eventually you want to get the 9 points, 8 points, you know what I'm saying? Challenge yourself, whatever level you want, but challenge yourself. You can say my goal is only 3 points, you know? Start off at 3, then double it, go to 6, and then go to 9. That's a good way to do it also. But I want you to start thinking about, I've done the work. I'm not going to have any downswing thoughts, and I'm going to get this ball on the green. Take care, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a fun video. It's something that we can do. It don't always have to be, let me fix your swing. That's one of the problems we have in this industry. I've always talked to my peers and said, every time a client come to you, you don't have to fix nothing. Sometimes you can have what I call supervised practice. That's when I watch the client practice and I get them through what they need to get through. I make sure no gross motor flaws are slipping in. We may work on a different shot pattern. We may work on a low and left, a P3 to P8. We may add another shot into the arsenal, but don't nothing need fixed every single time you get your client on the lesson tee. Just like every time you go practice, you don't have to fix something. Most people don't spend enough time doing the drills. I'll give you a drill, and the client will do the drill 1 or 2 times, right? I tell the client, you need to do that drill 400 times before the body say, we're doing something different. And then you need to do it another 600 times before the body say, we have it. Take care, folks. Again, If you like this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you don't like this video, hit the thumbs down. Leave me a comment. I will comment back. But regardless, hit that subscribe button. It makes a huge difference. Take care. Forensic Golf Academy. We're live. We're active. We at 4680 West Morton Road, Turning Point Sports Complex. Come and see us if you're ever in the Johns Creek, Atlanta, Sewanee area. We're right here for you, and we can make it have a lot of fun, and we can make it enjoyable for you. If you want to get on the golf course, let me know. I have access to golf courses. We can do playing lessons in the whole 9 yards. Take care. Keep grinding. Remember, the journey does require work.